few people coming in. All right, what's up, everybody that's coming in? Hey, Cheryl. What's going on? Oh, let's do some light cutting. Here we go. That looks a little better. All right, so we actually turn the lights off. All right, so we got some. Well, it's doing much of nothing here right now. We're under severe thunderstorm watch here till 10. I'm going to, whoops, not do that. Let's turn this to the side. And actually, that was even worse. All right, so, yeah. I know, I wish I could do this on a laptop. Okay. It looks like right now, looks like Scratch King land up in Columbia is getting rocked pretty good. This cell over here, that's up there to the northwest, is producing pretty large hail. This area of thunderstorms here is producing some hail and some strong winds. I'm down in here. We're going to get some light showers. It looks like not a lot's going on here, but part of South Carolina, North Carolina's got some active weather going on right now. There's a slew of watches going on right now. Yeah, slew of watches going on. Let's see. Let's go to Storm Prediction Center. I know there's some chasers on the field. You can see all the watches that are out there right now. 3 tornado watches, 1 severe thunderstorm watch, which is my region. Storm reports. That's today. There's been a lot of wind damage reports today. 81 wind reports and some very large hail. Wow. 2 1/4 inch hail in across 6 miles southwest of Crossville. Lake Tansy, Crossville, hen egg sized hail. A lot of Richmond. Yeah, the same cell that's up there towards west and northwest of Columbia has produced 2-inch diameter hail at Augusta Daniel. That's one of the 2 airports. Medium hail just larger than 2 inches at the First Baptist Church, Wheeler Road, Jackson Road. Large hail range from 1 inch up to over 2 inches on Pennsylvania Avenue to Clifton Street in Augusta. That's pretty large. Lots of wind reports. Let's see, some 63 mile an hour in Raleigh, 61 southeast of Chattanooga. Oh, that's actually at the National Weather Service. 61, that's at Chattanooga Airport. 64, 2 miles north of Alcoa. ASAW Station, which is Knoxville, McGee, Tyson. Hey, what's up, Ruth Ann? So there's been a lot of wind reports. Let's see, so far there's been 35 hail reports, 4 of them significant, 81 wind damage reports, 0 over 75 miles per hour, and 2 tornadoes. Actually, probably the same tornado. Major damage to a building, no injuries in Mebane, North Carolina. Yeah, I figured that you did, Lisa. Looking at the radar and looking at the radar, it's the same cell that produced 2-inch diameter hail in Augusta earlier. The exact same cell. Go back to the radar here. Those cells there. I can go up to. Whoops. I can actually go to Columbia. And let's go to Columbia's. Go to the Columbia radar real fast. All right, so there is the cell right there that's producing extremely large hail. I'll go to the virtually integrated liquid product. And yeah, that cell right there is producing, that's showing 65 on the classification, which is very large. There's several cells are producing very large hail up in the around the Columbia area, northwest of Columbia, and also a couple of areas in Columbia but not quite so large. There's one area in Dorchester County that's producing hail. Hail class. Whoops, with the wrong one. Go to the hail classification. All right, that cell's producing hail in Dorchester County. The one cell that's producing very large hail is up there west and northwest, west northwest of Columbia. There's also cells up there producing hail. One had rotation on it earlier. Let's see if there's still rotation on that. Yeah, that same cell that's producing hail has a little bit of a broad rotation on that. Let's go to. All right, let's go to the Columbia. Let's go to Columbia real fast. Go up north. Yeah, severe thunderstorm warnings all over it. Severe thunderstorms. No tornado warnings in South Carolina, but there are a ton of warnings. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 active warnings in South Carolina right now. Yeah, six active warnings right now in South Carolina. So far, the one lone tornado seems to be in North Carolina, higher ambient air. But there are more thunderstorms that are expected to develop behind this for my area later. I could actually go to let's go to the short range product. Well, we definitely lost a lot of people. We had a lot of people in here earlier. We lost a lot of people. Let's go to let's see. All right, let's see here. All right, so that's kind of the current look, and then it pushes off northeast. Yeah, a couple more scattered cells that develop later. Nothing much after that. No low pressure up there, so very scattered. Definitely not a widespread event, but very scattered. All right, so that's kind of what's going on right now in South Carolina. Probably won't get much here, but parts of the state are getting quite a bit. So those that came in and wanted to say hey for a minute, I appreciate you coming in. I'm going to go ahead and get ready to sign off, but I thought I'd go live for a bit just to cover that, just in case we had people in the South Carolina that was wondering about storms. So I'm just looking to see right now. Gusty winds tomorrow. Not a drop. Yeah, it's kind of it's not widespread. That's definitely for sure. Some areas are getting it. Willie, we may not get too much here. We may get some passing showers here. Looks like we got maybe a passing, maybe get a brief storm down here. This one pop cell right here, this red, little red right there going across I-26 now is heading right for my region. So it might come across here, but it'll be probably don't even have much lightning. But you can see a lot of the activity right now as compared to Inman. It's further south. Yeah, I mean, a lot of areas do. We've had some rain, but we've also had extended periods of dry. You can see up here in the upstate, the cell that went into North Carolina from the upstate has turned very severe. Also right on the border right here, that one's got a severe thunderstorm warning on it. This cell that I'm pointing out right here is a hailer that's producing some large hail. There are some hail in some of these storms here. There's hail in those storms. These are developing. So there's a couple of cells that are now developing down in the low country. With this cell here, could get stronger. This one here is about to cross close to my area. If not, it'll just miss just north. We'll have some general rains behind that. We'll see how some of this plays out. There's more storms developing back along here, which is being picked up by the short range model. There are a few scattered cells that are developing in the upstate, Willie. So, what's up, Darlene? So there are a few scattered cells that are developing in the upstate. Any of these storms that get going pretty intensely in South Carolina and in North Carolina, for that matter, could become severe practically any time. Right now, North Carolina is fairly clear with few cells, few scattered cells, but this few scattered cells that do develop could be quite severe. Like down and through here, there's a boundary. There's a boundary right here. Definitely a couple boundaries. Right here is focusing strong convection over here, which down up in the Virginia Beach could have some problems. This cell right here is probably, these two cells there are probably ones they need to watch very closely. That one right there is looks like it's trying to cut. It's trying to cut off a little bit. So these two cells that are up here northeast North Carolina going northeast could produce something, could end up strengthening and produce something. Let's go back down to South Carolina. All right, we're back in South Carolina, and these storms down here are racing to the east northeast very rapidly. These cells that are developing, all these cells that are developing, getting ready to head into southeast North Carolina, could become quite severe. This one looks like it has a, yep, that's a pretty good hail core right there. The little purple area right there. Yeah, it's got a little bit of a V. It's got a little bit of a V notch. Not a tornadic circulation, but it does look like it has a bit of a V notch, which means it's getting some strong outflow aloft, allowing convergence, strong convergence at the surface. That cell right there, these cells, so some of these cells are extremely heavy. 5 current warnings now in South Carolina for severe thunderstorms. The storm's blasting into Orangeburg County and getting ready to, I think that's, is that Kershaw County or is that, I'm not sure what county that is, Sumter County or Kershaw County, but those storms, we got a small area of light rain over the radar currently. Just be on guard. Some of these watches, they go from, let's go back to Storm Prediction Center. Let's check out some of these watches here. All right, so the severe thunderstorm watch. There's going to be another severe thunderstorm. Okay. Severe thunderstorm watch is till 10 o'clock. The tornado watch in North Carolina up here will continue until 10 o'clock. A lot of areas relatively clear, but as these storms start moving up and start developing up in this area, things could really pop. So if you're in that area of North Carolina, be on guard. This tornado watch here covers a lot of real estate. That one's till 8 o'clock. There's a lot of stuff going on there. Right now, you have to watch to see if there's stuff that's going to redevelop here. Otherwise, they may pull the watch. Depends on how much of a dry slot pushes in. Yeah. If you get anything that develops in that area, you could get one that goes severe very quickly, just based on the dynamics. And this tornado watch down here goes until 7 o'clock. So I expect most of this watch to probably be canceled soon, or at least allowed to expire in the next hour. So a lot of this area has been downgraded from, it was enhanced risk earlier, to where it'll probably be allowed to expire at 7 o'clock. A lot of these thunderstorms now are on the southern end of the watch, and there's a few cells that are developing, which probably will maintain non-severe limits until maybe pushing into here. And that depends on how much the atmosphere is worked over in South Carolina after these initial storms go. But it looks like the heaviest stuff right now is some of the heaviest storms in South Carolina are currently going on now, pushing rapidly off to the east, northeast, and northeast. And then the focus will be the eastern half of North Carolina and southeast Virginia, any areas that are in that enhanced risk. as outlined by the Storm Prediction Center up in there. Practically 75% of Virginia is under a tornado watch. This one goes till 8, that one goes till 10. All right. Take care, Willie. Just keep an eye on the skies. Things could change very rapidly. All right, guys. Just wanted to pop on, give y'all a quick update of what's going on, and y'all have a great evening, and see ya sometime ever. Thanks for dropping by. Peace out.